Hi guys, I am back with another mani. So this is a dip powder mani and I'm using color DD225. We Belong Together by IGel Beauty. And so this is a single color mani. It's a bright yellow. I do have on some square full coverage nail tips from Taye on Amazon. And I did apply those using peel off base coat, let that dry, and then I used Dash and Diva Bond to apply the fake nails on top of my nail. And so I'm using Color My World Dips Odorless Dip Liquids. That's my favorite odorless dip liquids. If I use regular dip liquids, I will develop dip flu unless I wear a respirator. So I don't show all nails on camera. I end up doing a total of 3 coats of color to each nail. However, I only show 2. I do like applying dip powder on top of tips. I think I get a better application, my opinion. Again, my personal DIY opinion. I did glue my pinky on the Cricut. Did glue that on Cricut. And so I'm applying that dip base in a thin layer as possible, thin as possible. And I then lay my finger flat in the dip powder. You can pour over, you can pour over into a cupcake liner. You can use a pipette or a salt spoon to pour over. Here I'm just layering my finger flat, works best. And so with the second coat, you want to brush off excess dip powder using a nail brush. I'm then going in and applying a second coat of color to all nails, repeating that process. But before I place the dip brush back into the bottle, I am going to make sure that off to the side, I'm wiping that brush off on a lint-free paper towel because I don't want to contaminate my dip base with any potential dip powder that is left on the nail that wasn't removed when I brushed off excess, because it will contaminate your dip liquids and then they will become unusable. They'll become really ooey gooey and stringy. And so again, I do 3 coats of color to each nail, only filming 2 coats on camera. So after I get the 2 coats or 3 coats of color on each nail, I then go in and brush off excess dip powder, and I go in with Color My World Dips activator and apply a generous amount to all nails, and then I will do my filing and buffing off camera and remove the excess filing and buffing dust and cleanse my nails with water. This particular mani will be a bee themed mani, and so I was like, oh, I want to do bee nails. And so I was looking at another YouTuber's channel. I am subscribed to Short Nail Life altogether. You should check her channel out. She's really creative and does a lot of hand-drawn nail art, which that is not my thing, but she did bee nails, and I was like, oh, I have got to do some bee nails. I've been wanting to do bee nails for a long time. And so I have a Maniology plate here, 2 different plates. They're bee themed plates. I think one came in the subscription box, and I think I must have purchased the other one, I don't remember. And so I'm going in with a gold from Born Pretty and Fire and straight up black from Maniology. So here we're going to do a little bit of reverse stamping, but I will stamp an image on all 5 nails. And so I'm going in and I'm going to do the image. I'm going to do some reverse stamping, and basically reverse stamping is just picking the image up with your stamper and then using another polish and filling in the image. So this is like a honeycomb drip. That image picked up fine, and I'm just removing excess, and then I'm going to take some of that gold color, and I'm going to fill in some of the honeycombs of that image using a short nail brush from Maniology. Now I do have a Maniology discount code that saves you 10% on your regular priced purchase, and I'll have that in the description box below. And so I'm just kind of dabbing that on the stamper where I wanted to go. I did get out of line a little bit, like I'm in kindergarten, draw inside the lines or color inside the lines. I didn't. I mean, it's okay. And so I didn't want to fill all of those in with the gold. Number one, I didn't know how it would stand out on the nail. And so I was like, nah, I think a few here, a few there would work. I could have really colored all over the man, but that is too time consuming. And so I did this image first because once I finish, I'm gonna put it in front of my USB desk fan to give that time to dry. And then I'm going to go in and use additional images on that plate and stamp that on the nail. I do color in one more image, this little tiny image of bumblebees. Now with this image, I did initially when I picked it up and placed it on the nail, it was a little crooked, and so off camera I did remove that with a like a little cotton ball and acetone, remove that from the dip powder, and then I just re-stamped it. It wasn't straight, perfectly straight, but it was straighter than what it is now. And so since these are dip powder nails, I really didn't need to use sticky base coat. So you don't see me using sticky base coat because you really don't need it. Look at that image. It was tripping. It was tripping. It was scraping. I got a different scraper card because I was like, what are we doing here? But anyway, I digress. But you really don't need sticky base coat unless you stamp slow. And this is sped up. And so it's slower than that, and it's still, the image did transfer to the nail without any problems. You just press and hold it. That's all you need to do. Press and hold it and it will transfer. Yes, you can yes, you can use sticky base coat, but you really don't need it unless you did some reverse stamping and you need to apply it to the nail. So here are those two images that I reversed stamped. And so now I am going in with some sticky base coat because again, that polish is already dried on the stamper, and I need something that is sticky on the nail or tacky on the nail that will allow that image to transfer. And so on the thumbnail, I'm just putting it kind of in that corner because that's where I want to place those bumblebees to the right of the words buzz, buzz, buzz. And so I kind of get out of frame a little bit, my apologies. And so I'm just applying that image on the corner of that thumbnail. I thought that was so cute. These nails were so cute to me. And then with the middle finger, now this one was real disrespectful. So I went to transfer the image, right? And I was like, ooh, this is gonna be good. Sight. Only part of it transferred. And so I was like, I could not get those lines, the little drip at the bottom to transfer, nor there's a honeycomb missing in the middle. And I was like, what in the world? But we can fix it. We can fix it. So I had to pull my stamping plate back out that I had doggone cleaned up and put away. So I had to pull that bad boy back out. And so what I did was I just got the applied the polish kind of to that line, scraped, picked it up, cleaned up the stamper head, and tried to line that up. It got a little wonky, but it worked. And then I go in and apply stamping polish to one single honeycomb and pick that up, clean up the excess off of the stamper head, and just stamp it right in on the nail, and it was fine. It all was well. I just didn't feel like taking all that image off and trying to color that in. It was already late, and I was like, you playing with me. But let me tell y'all what happened. So I went to apply gel base coat to the nails, and it smeared. I was brushing too hard. And so what happened was my ring finger and I want to say my thumbnail had a little black on it. It's smeared, but they were still cute. So I'm going in with Kanai. I did base coat off camera and cured. So here I'm going in with Kanai No Wipe Top Coat. This is a HEMA-free polish that I found off Amazon. And actually, this polish is made by Venalisa, or however you say it. But I think their polishes are HEMA-free too. So I was like, why are they selling stuff under it's the same product but two different company names, but whatever. And so I'm applying that gel base coat. This does require, top coat. This does require curing in an LED lamp, and so I'm making sure I cap the free edge. I thought these nails were super cute. And so after I cure, I'm going to go in with Macard Rhinestone glue gel and apply a dollop of that to the middle of my ring finger. And I have a little bumblebee gem that I got, I think, in a pack off of Shein. It came with like 10. I don't know if I'm gonna do it 10 bumblebees because they're big. And so I'm applying a dollop of that, like I mentioned, and then I'm going to place that bumblebee on the nail, and then I'm going to cure in my LED lamp for 60 seconds because this does require curing. And so coming up is the finished look. I did apply some lotion and some cuticle oil to get my hands all nice and shiny because they look real old and dry. And so I thought these were so cute. So guys, please like this video if you found value. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And subscribe to my channel. It is still free 99, which y'all waiting on. So I appreciate you guys for watching. And I will see you next time.